This is what we call
hater shit.
There is no better term.
And never have I ever used hard drugs. So when you continue to try to set me up, I'm pregnant with a baby.
What the fuck? What else would you be pregnant with? And look at her eyes. And who is she talking to? Why? What's going on? Why are we clear enough that you've never done hard drugs, Heather? Or trying to clear that up. Wonder what that's about. You know I'm gonna start that up.
5 months. Get the fuck away from me. Get away. So
Get the fuck away from me.
And never have I ever used hard drugs. So when you continue to try to set me up, I'm pregnant with a baby, 5 months. Get the fuck away from me. Get away. So if you're looking for ways to support, as you guys know, I have so much to do.
So much, yeah. But you're not doing nothing. You have so much to do, but yet you're not doing nothing. But you want people to do stuff for you and to send stuff for you. You're going to have a rude awakening. I'm telling you, like, she's going to go crazy. If she thinks she's going to keep this baby and she doesn't, she's going to go crazy. But the way she was talking in her last video, she seriously thinks that if she goes to, Northwestern, she goes to that certain hospital that she supposedly worked out for so long, that people are going to be like, oh yes, Heather has a great character. Yeah, she's fine. Send her home with the baby. She's great. She's in her mental state is amazing. That's not how it works. So the way that she was talking about, like, how she was talking to the legal department and stuff like that, I'm wondering if they are already on top of that situation. Because for her to show and, like, say all that, it shows us that she's not completely gone and, she is kind of there. For her to be, a part of her is nervous that she might not be able to take the baby home. That's why she's pressing on, going to that hospital so bad. But my thing is still, like, so if there's any part of you that thinks that you can't take this baby home, should show you this is why you shouldn't keep the baby, is because you're still not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know there's a possibility that you can't keep the baby, and yet you're still staying on the streets and not getting a job.
That I need funding for. I'm 5 months pregnant. I've applied to thousands of jobs. I have a bachelor's degree. I have a resume. If you guys go to the bio section on this account as well as GoPro Solo, I have multiple letters of recommendation posted along with my
that does not prove anything, especially whenever it was like freaking 10, 15 years ago.
Resume. So if you guys are looking to hire someone for packing your belongings, like to move.
Oh, hell no. Heather, you gonna steal shit. I'm gonna have to rerun. I'm sorry, I'm commentating a lot just because she's just so full of shit. Like, she is so full of shit. Like, what? If you want, where did that even come from? Is it because you need stuff and you want stuff? So it's like, oh, if anybody needs anyone to unpack for them, hire me. I will unpack your stuff for you.
Cleaning your home or business, anything like that, as well as medical administration, entertainment, please.
Yeah, entertainment. I'm surprised you haven't jumped back into that, which you probably have, went around that corner a few times. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because it's like, we've already seen and heard. You've already messed it up. You can't tell us, oh, I've applied to all these jobs and no one's hired me, because you've already screwed up and told us, Heather, that you got offered a job, but you denied it because of the pay. You're full of crap. You're so much full of crap, I swear. And just like the whole cleaning, go to a motel and go work for a motel. I guarantee you they will fucking hire you. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just saying, I guarantee you they will hire you. And they will help you with the room. Y'all can find some compensation going on. Y'all can figure it out. The rooms will be cheaper or something. Clean the freaking hotel rooms. But she won't. She comes on here and she pretends for the people who don't really know the full story, I guess, or know her patterns. Just like, she's like, oh, go here on my profile and go look at this. And it's like, Heather, that's not receipts. That's not proof. You're not showing anyone anything.
Consider GoPro Solo for your job, as well as just if you'd like to get a better idea of why I'm reputable for the future. Check out that bio section.
You're not.
If you can donate, please do so via Cash App. I'm going to show you guys the Cash App instructions on the next page. So if you're looking for ways to support, as you guys know, I have so much to do. So much that I need funding for. I'm 5 months pregnant. I've applied to thousands of jobs. I have a bachelor's degree. I have a resume. If you guys go to the bio section on this account as well as GoPro Solo, I have multiple letters of recommendation posted along with my resume. So if you guys are looking to hire someone for packing your belongings, like to move, cleaning your home or business, anything like that, as well as medical administration, entertainment, please consider GoPro Solo for your job, as well as just if you'd like to get a better idea of why I'm reputable for the future. Check out that bio section. If you can donate, please do so via Cash App. I'm going to show you guys the Cash App instructions on the next page.
Instructions. She gave y'all instructions. Oh, she tried to make it so easy for y'all. You idiot. Golly. What are you doing? No, scroll back. I want to see that. I want to read that. Y'all know. No, go back. I swear if it won't stop. I wonder if she asked her kids for money. Because it's kind of weird how they were like the first three to pop up. I don't know. Maybe that was just Messenger though. When was this? She didn't mean to put this up, but it doesn't have a date. Okay, I think we've read this before. But she was just saying, for the money I was promised weeks, if not months ago, for the reorder of my children's glasses and to replace the several boxes of makeup that have been shipped to me at Xavier's father's home and stolen by someone who goes there. She probably talking about his sister. Oh, man. She probably already got that money, too, for the glasses. She just wants she wants more money. She's going to keep on saying, glasses, glasses. Pinned Twitter hashtags. I knew she freaking I knew this bitch kept hashtags somewhere to where she copy and paste them. So that's just the Twitter hashtags. Where's your Instagram hashtags? Today, I pray to feel less hungry. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. I pray to feel more grateful. Previous 7 days. I'm tired as fuck. It's 7 p.m. I've usually eaten 3 times by now. Thank you. Oh, who is that? Why'd you cover that one up?
What's going on, guys? So I just wanted to jump on and do a live update. Not much has changed over the last few days. Literally exact same shit that I reported a few days ago. It's now been 6 or 7 days since my older daughter Viviana has answered a FaceTime request. We walked all the way out there and brought my younger daughter Alexis her birthday gift. And I was told via text by my son and my daughter that I have no makeup on, forgive my bare face. that my older daughter was able to go to Alexis's birthday party this weekend, but he had an orthodontist appointment, so he could not go. I just want my stuff replaced, my life back, my car back, my freedom back, my business back, or the room to create, new businesses and be with my family and children. There's nothing wrong with my tooth, so they started another smear campaign following me around, telling me to go to the dentist and calling me a toother, as well as teeth. This is a cap. In all my other photos, it doesn't look bad. They call it buttering. They make it yellow on my video edits. And it's like I've been telling everyone this entire 4 fucking years of being tortured. If you put forth the same amount of money, energy, and effort into lifting people up as you do shitting all over them and their confidence, maybe you would be in a better place right now yourself. And if you respond to that you're happy to be where you are, then you're a piece of shit. People who go around treating others like shit, for reasons whether they're true or not true, you have no space in society. The world is not an easy place for a lot of us to exist. A lot of us are not waking up every morning and having unlimited funding and people around us who love us, let alone safe spaces.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of us don't wake up to that, Heather. A lot of us over here, we don't wake up to that either. Just because, some of us have, a home or, a vehicle or kids that, we actually have and take care of. That doesn't mean we have unlimited funds, but you know what? We make it work. We make it work.
To live. I've been out in a tent now since February 15th of 2022. And it's now 2023, September, almost October. I'm sorry, is it October already?
Oh my God.
No, September 26th, I believe. Or the 25th.
Oh man.
Either way, please stop doing that while I'm on a live. You're distracting and ignorant.
You're a bitch.
Can you sit down? Do you hear me talking to you?
Next to you?
I'd like you to, yeah. That's great. Sit down next to me.
Wow, what a whore bag. You are... This is what I'm talking about. She'll talk about how Xavier drags her down the street or some crap like that, which I don't know. I don't know if I believe that or not. There's a part of me that I could see it, but then there's a part of me that's like, Heather, she's so much bigger than him. I just don't see how she could let him do that. And then, Heather, you abuse him. The way that she talks to him on camera, it makes me want, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine whenever she's not on camera. Stop, even, this is probably how she would talk to her kids. You mean to sit down next to you? Yes, sit down next. Good Lord. He's gonna be in timeout. Is he gonna have to sit next to you and be in timeout and be on the video? Or are you gonna freaking shame him? She's so mean.
Stop being rude and ignorant.
I'm gonna stand right next to you because
You can just sit down. Please, and thank you. Every time I try to do something serious, my partner starts making...
Oh man, they crack me up. Look at the fucking hair clip. Why don't you just cut your hair? Oh gosh. I'm just gonna stand up. He said, I'm just gonna stand up because I'm smoking. No, I won't sit down. I don't want the smoke to get in your face. Oh goodness, these two.
Jokes. This is not a fucking joke. If you hadn't seen your 10-year-old in 18 weeks and no one would...
Look at it. This is so sad. She's sitting there. It's not funny. it is kind of funny, obviously, because I am laughing, but it's just, man, it is so ridiculous how these two people, like, why are y'all with each other? You say he abuses you. He, obviously, you treat him like shit. Look at, why the fuck? I mean, y'all don't have to be together. Yeah, it drives me crazy, but whatever. Go ahead and do y'all's thing, y'all freaking idiots.
Telling you why, would you be laughing and making it a joke?
Kind of.
Probably not, right?
Sorry.
I'm tired of dealing with people who are dedicated to getting in the comments of others and being ginormous pieces of shit. I used to ask things like, who raised you? What went wrong in your adolescence and your childhood to be so terribly just awful all the time? To a stranger nonetheless, a stranger who's been through more trauma than hopefully you or your entire generation line will ever have to see just herself. You people are fucking ridiculous.
Look at Xavier.
Telling me to kill myself, texting me 10 to 20 messages a day on my Google Voice number telling me that I'm ugly, that I am a drug addict. I've never been a...
Okay, I may make someone mad, but if someone is seriously doing that, please stop and get a life. That's a little too far. Creating a Google number to text her shit like that, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. I don't think I've seen anyone tell her to off herself. Unless they, like, sent it in a message to her directly or something like that. But hopefully she's just saying this crap to get attention, because that's ridiculous.
Drug addict. I've never even used most drugs.
That's that lie. That's a
Never
lie.
done crack, never done heroin, never. I've tried cocaine maybe twice. It's not for me. I'm not a prude. I'm most certainly not an addict, and I don't take anything. I don't even take prescription medication. I just gave Xavier a prescription of acetaminophen 500 milligrams that was given to me when I was body slammed by law enforcement for laying in a defenseless position.
Xavier, you could tell she's lying. Oh, I wish I could rewind it. The way that Xavier started smiling and turning his head, like, bitch, you're fucking full of shit.
On my yoga mat. Not a single dose is missing. I don't go into your people's lives and run my mouth and talk shit about the way you live, and most of you live like fucking animals. Let's just keep it real. And you don't live like animals because you're being oppressed and followed and stalked and harassed. You live like animals because that's who you are. Period. I've been nice. I've been kind. I've been patient. I've done everything I can. I've given about 20% of every dollar that I've been donated or given since all of this began back to people in the street, to their hands, to buy their meals, to put clothes on their back. I've handed it straight to them, not to some fake shell company that claims to be some sort of non-for-profit, but really they're just disgusting addicts who are fucking and sucking and doing all the drugs behind closed doors and keeping all of the money for themselves. I don't work with people like that.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
I don't judge you if you have struggled through addiction and come out it on the other end. I'm happy for you. I'm impressed by you. Good for you. But how dare you if you're currently in addiction and you are fucking innocent people over, especially the most underserved populations that we have. You're disgusting. Period. You need to look in the mirror and tell yourself the way I'm living is fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
and then you need to go fix it. I've been being a...
It's so funny. Like, it's so crazy how so many things that she says. I'm like, you really need to tell yourself that, Heather. Like, you really need to go tell yourself that. The way you're acting is very disgusting, and you need to go fix it and go get help.
For 4 years. Do you know how many people's houses I've robbed in that time? None.
How many stores?
Not a single person's
how many
house.
Fucking stores?
Do you know how many people's purses I've robbed in that time? Not a single purse. So I've been being chased, stalked, harassed, even physically beaten, even raped, out of work, out of my home, out of my relationships. And to this day, I have no victims. Do you know how many people can count me as a victim of theirs? And I'm not talking about for sending me a text message saying kill yourself. I'm talking about bludgeoning, having my skull split open with a tire iron. I'm talking about rape by force, being tortured into walking for 5 days, no sleep, very little food, and then held down while I was fucked. That's what I'm talking about. And then my children have to read these types of YouTube stories and
Dude, first of all, I think they're at that point where they stay clear of anything that has your name in it because they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to hear it. My gosh. I mean, people are freaking reaching out to them. You need to stop. People would have no idea who your kids even were if you wouldn't blast them all the time and show their pictures and their names and literally everything about them. Like, I understand if you're like a proud mom, but first of all, you're not being a mom. And second of all, you have to think about how many people you have on your profile. You can't fucking do that. You can't be showing off your kids like that, dude.
Graphs and essays and text messages and emails and comments on pages that I create with positive intention, meaning I only welcome positive comments, positive guidance, acceptance. Who are these people that keep signing up to harm other people? Why are they still out here? Other than that, so it's been dealing with a whole lot of just real ignorant shit online.
Real ignorant shit.
For anyone who's been following me since all of this began, I've sold everything from waist trainers to fitness packages. I've given away hours and hours and hours, probably that accumulate to months of free consultation, free therapy, free friendship, free guidance, free whatever you want to call it.
Did she just say free friendships? She gave people free friendships? Huh. Gotta think of you next time.
Yes, I worked at Northwestern doing diabetic education and administration, medical law and ethics for many years. I also got certified in personal training, or rather did not pay off my courses, so can't say I'm certified, can't say I owe money. But completed successfully 3 personal training courses, NCCPT, NASM, as well as ISSA, and I have the proof of all of that. Now, there's never a time someone walks up to me and asks me questions about marketing. I've completed more than 30 hours of a marketing course that came from Shaw University for free and consumed hundreds of thousands of hours of content from Gary Vee and other professionals in the marketing realm. And I've applied those lessons to my own personal businesses. Businesses that I ran through sites like back in the day, 2016 through 2018, many vids, my Vixie. These were kind of like...
Is he gonna have to stand there like the whole video?
Do-it-yourself dating websites where people pay for your time and attention. They can offer you money to make videos. They can offer you money to interact with them verbally. They can offer you money for anything. Well, I grew a very significant following, and that's not because I had the best body or the best face or the best personality or I was the grossest.
He said, I'm out of here. He's tired of you talking about that shit. He's like, fuck this shit. I'm not fucking sitting by her ass.
It's because I took time to connect with each one of my clients. It's because I took time to learn.
See, look, ain't nobody ain't no man wanna hear his woman talk about her fucking clients. Like yeah. Definitely a sign to walk away whenever she brings up her freaking sex work. Good job, idiot.
How to market my business or service and then do that. So I was successful because I took time to learn. Why are you standing in my way now when I have all the lessons that I've needed to be successful? Why are you stealing from me? Why are you leaving me outdoors in a tent? Why are you leaving?
Oh shit, what you got to eat? What you got?
leaving me with no explanation that makes sense to tell
He's like, I just want to show everybody that we got food around here.
about what has happened to their mother, or why I've been raped in cold blood and left in the street, and law enforcement has done nothing to assist me in any way. What would you recommend I tell my 10-year-old daughter about that? How do you think that I should talk my children into having trust or belief in a broken, unjust system when their mother is going into year 4 outdoors? Having her Cadillac CTS destroyed only months after she made her final payment. My children watched me struggle. They watched me work, and they watched me not be gifted anything. They watched me bend over backwards to buy the little that I had, to keep a roof over their heads. And my own. How do I explain to them now that it's all been taken away for no reason that makes sense? And that there's no one willing to help me get it back? How do I explain that? I circulated some ideas on my GoPro solo page for a bunch of...
I want to know what Xavier is thinking right now. Like, I know he wants to say something so bad. But hey, at least look, they always got food. I mean, they be showing food a lot.
People I'd love to do collaborations with. I did a campaign in 2020 called Sneakers and Hoodies, and it was mostly pantsless. If you are in the XXX realm and you are looking to come out, I would like to collaborate with you. I don't do anything XXX. At most, they call me Dos Equis because I do allow some booty, but nothing overtly sexually perverse. It can be sexy, it can't be perverse. Sneakers and Hoodies campaign is a fantastic campaign. If you guys are into your own branding and your own clothing and your own gear, I would love to collaborate with you for commission only. That means I would love to use my platforms to teach marketing lessons to other people, and I can do so with your products. And we can assign commission structures for every product of yours and your brand that sells. We can take a flat rate commission from, and we can discuss that individually. But that's the plan and the campaign and the idea that I'm working on now is collaboration in a world where I have no access or very limited access to money. They have been literally stalking me to every job I've gotten. Since 2019, I've gotten a job selling renewable energy in export in LA Fitness, in another healthcare facility at Amazon, doing home healthcare, cleaning homes, cleaning commercial buildings, cleaning yachts. And I've been chased out in restaurant, in hospitality. I've been chased out, beaten out, or bullied out of every single one of them. Every single one of them. When I've called police or filed police reports, they've done absolutely nothing to help me. I come back downtown Chicago because it's one of the only places where I can move around, get food, and find places to rest. The suburbs are very spread apart. So if you are walking down the street, you have a long way to walk. If you're hungry or need the restroom, you're walking, for an hour or two. In a car, we don't realize these things. It takes us 10 minutes to get to go potty, right? If we're driving, we can say, okay, let me try this spot. Even if at worst case scenario, you get turned away at one local business and they say, no, our restroom is only for customers, you can jump in your car and go to a restroom. I'm walking around 5 months, 20 weeks pregnant with a baby on my bladder. I can't just go to these wide open spaces where they don't have restrooms, they don't have food, and they don't have safe places for us to sleep. Even here in the downtown area where police presence is the heaviest and it's the most funded. Nowadays, people believe so heavily in protecting businesses and property. So downtown, where there's the most property that needs to be defended, right, or protected, there's hella security here. Even in this area with security and police every 5 to 10 square feet, no exaggeration. I was still sleeping in my tent, minding my own business, when someone ripped the wall off and kicked me with an Air Force One in my eye. And I showed you guys the bruising a week ago from a sleeping position at 3 a.m., 5 months pregnant.
That was Air Force One.
This is disgusting. And I'm tired of being the victim.
Stop being the victim, man.
My children are growing up with limited access to their mother for no reason that makes sense. And I had to go through the same thing when I turned 14 years old, ironically, the same age as my daughter was when we got separated. And I say separated because my 3 children are used to living with me. They've lived with me since the day of their births, respectively. All 3 of them have lived with me their entire lives. 5 days a week with me, 2 days a week with their father or father's families. When all of this began with the release of Dylan Smith and the filming of the show Love After Lockup Season 3, I only had 6 episodes. My life began to spiral completely out of control in ways I never knew before. I was being human trafficked, and I thought that was my rock bottom, being human trafficked. On a government line crying to Dylan while he's in prison saying, they're raping me, they're trafficking me, they're not allowing me to work on my own, they're meeting me places, putting guns to my head, like bad, scary things are happening. And I'm reporting this to him and saying, I need help. I don't even recognize myself anymore. I'm scared. And no one came. No one came. I escaped that situation on my own and got a job selling renewable energy. And I was killing it. And I paid off my...
Okay, I don't even, know what to say about that, because I've heard so many things where she was supposedly helping somebody else be sex trafficked, and Dylan sex trafficked somebody, so I have no idea. I have no idea. We know she has done sex work before. She says not, the raunchy stuff, but then she says that she would do stuff for Dylan. I don't know. Not everyone is, or not many people is going to know the actual full story to all of her freaking stories. I don't understand. I just wish she would stop being so, babyish and, vulnerable. Just grow up. Grow up and stop blaming everybody else for your shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dylan is a weird, nasty, fucking freakish ass rat, and whatever he did was fucked up, and whatever you did was fucked up. You need to own up to your part, and whatever he did to you was fucked up, but you also admitted that you knew what you were doing, and you were doing it for him. And you also got to see when you stopped messing with your kids, when you left your kids with your mother-in-law. That was you. You were making those decisions, so you were messing up your life, and you let it crumble, and you're not picking it back up. And that's the only person who's responsible is yourself.
My car loan in a year. And I always had my own apartment for me and my children. What happened when we were separated, when I was thrown out of my own home unlawfully in 2019, is that my children had to go live with their fathers. They have 2 different fathers for 3 children. That means siblings who have been raised in the same household 5 days a week their entire lives are now being separated from each other and their mother. Can you imagine the trauma? The trauma inflicted on an innocent child?
Yeah, tell yourself about it, Heather. I mean, you played the main part in that. You did that. So don't tell us. We already know. We see it. I don't know if you've actually realized or accepted, shall I say, that you're the reason why that happened. It didn't just happen for no reason.
Separating them from their mother and brother and sister, it's disgusting. It's sickening. Then a few months pass and I'm picking them up like normal, like everything is fine, and we're going out to dinner, and I'm spending 4 to 6 hours sitting in my car with my daughter just watching movies and coloring pictures, because that's the only thing that we had to do together. And even then, I would cry when I would leave them, and I would think, what did I do to deserve this out of life? When I wake up in the morning now and I see the jug of water and my yoga mat on the floor, it's like they want me to flash back to Jamaica. It's like they want me to be harmed and affected by something that hasn't been, even a factor on my life in many, many years. That's not torture to you people? You don't consider that torture? I do. I definitely do. I'm 5 months pregnant. I'm hungry. My makeup brushes are all dirty.
What? Wasn't Xavier just like... I mean, he was just throwing that sandwich down his throat. How are you hungry? And he was just eating right behind you like a foot-long sub or some shit.
I don't know who dirtied them. I'm trying to recreate all of my social medias, in addition to keeping these ones for documentation, so that I can remove the association of drama, of sexual trauma, of sexual abuse. Yeah, it's all true. I don't want to have a channel where that's all that I get to talk about every day.
Hallelujah.
They keep on saying that I have sponsors, you know, and that people are trying to help. Where and when?
Okay, girl, let me tell you right. If you talk about me, because I say you have sponsors because you say you have sponsors, right? And then you say people, just in case, let me clear my name. I'm not putting nobody's information out there, but I damn sure have receipts of messages of people fucking telling you exactly where to go, what to do, and who to see, and the numbers and everything. And you don't talk to nobody. If anything, you'd block them. Or like with me, you'll just send weird ass fucking story shit. Like, stop fucking playing. Stop playing. Stop acting like people ain't trying to help you. You don't want to go to the shelter because you don't want to be there. What was it, 8, 9? I mean, I understand a shelter isn't a nice ass fucking hotel. It's not supposed to be. Why would it be? How could it be? Do not sit here and say people haven't tried to fucking help you.
What do I have to do to not be sleeping outdoors? What do I have to do to have a safe place to bring all 3, almost 4 of my children? And what do I have to do? How many times do I have to change my phone number to make them stop texting me that I should just kill myself and give up? I can't say I'm a better person after all of this because the proof is in the pudding. Ask anyone. Ask any drug addict. Ask any CEO. Ask any doctor. Ask any lawyer. Ask any janitor. Ask any fast food person. I had friends with people who ranged in income bracket, age, and gender from, as I said, almost making no money to being incredibly wealthy. Every single one of them would vouch for me, and as to the mother that I am, every single one of
I love how the first one did y'all notice the first one was a drug addict? And then she goes on to like what her Johns were. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Oh, Heather, like it doesn't matter if there's 100 people who are like, Heather's a great mom, blah blah blah. The like what you just said, the proof is in the pudding. Like, this is you right now. And no, you're not being a good mom right now. Did you used to be a good mom? Maybe. I don't know. But you weren't plastered on here. So we wouldn't really know. Only your closest would know. But now all the world can see what the hell is going on. And unfortunately, you did that to yourself. And most unfortunately, you laid your kids out there. So that's not cool at all. That's not being a good mom. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean to say, like, to talk shit and to, like personally be mean and, like, dog you out and say, like, you're a fucking piece of shit mom. But you are being a piece of shit mom. And you're not really being a mom at all. And anyone who, I mean, just people can't be fake. And I'm just saying, like, you're going to put your life out there. So, and you want help? Hey, I'm help. Nice to meet you. Like, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat nothing. But I'm also not, I'm not, like, you need to fucking hear some of this shit. I know you don't want to, but you need to fucking hear it. It doesn't, like, it's so frustrating. Like, I don't know why you're acting like you're so oblivious to what has happened these last few years, and how the hell did you get here? Like, how do you not look back and be, maybe you're not in a better spot yet because you haven't realized, like, damn, I have taken life for granted. I have been a shitty person. Maybe I should apologize. Maybe I should ask for forgiveness for my sins. Like, maybe I should become more generous and more thankful and grateful. And because you haven't, Heather. You haven't. Like, people gave you shit and you treated it like shit, and then you fucking lost it, and look how you're acting. Like, you're getting worse and worse because people are, like, enabling you, so you're getting worse. You need to start getting better, or you're gonna, like, something's gonna happen, and it's not gonna be nothing good.
Them would vouch for me as to the type of businesswoman that I am. I'm honest and caring and compassionate.
Oh, yeah.
And I've opened my door, my refrigerator, and my life to many people who have been in need. How many years will I spend outside before someone does the same for me? I'm concerned for my family because I've not been able to reach them for quite some time. Sometimes I speak with someone who has the same general voice as my father and sounds like my father would on one of his best days, but I don't know if he's really my father. And why do I say that? Do you guys ever have a friend or like a family member that you know without a doubt, no matter what happens, would never hurt you? Would never steal from you?
Okay, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but where was her dad whenever she got sent away to the school? If her mom and dad weren't together, then why didn't her dad take her? I just thought about that. For her to sometimes think so highly of him like that, it just makes me wonder, like, I'm surprised she doesn't have some type of grudge on her, you know, with both her parents for sending her to that school. Which hopefully she has forgave them for that. But they're not talking to you for the same reason, pretty much, but you're not well. You know, they're scared for your safety and your well-being, that they can't talk to you until you get help. And that's a lot on them. You think you're stressed out, like, their days are probably worse.
And would never close the door in your face and say, no, you can't be here, you have to go outside. My father was that person in my life, among many others. I had many. No one is saying that now. When I get on the phone with my father and his voice sounds the same, and I say to him, Dad, I want to go to where you are. I don't care if I have to sleep outside on the balcony because there's no space. I can't take it here anymore. No one is giving me my budget anymore. I was approved for a budget of between $300 and $500 every 2 to 3 days for Airbnb and expenses.
Bro, that's so crazy. This bitch, she sounds like, oh my gosh. Now that's entitled. What? A budget? This bitch literally has a budget, which it sounds more like an allowance. That's a lot of money. No wonder why she didn't fucking work. Wow. No wonder why she's homeless now. What the fuck? That's a lot of... Yeah, no wonder why they don't talk to you either, because they see... Good for them for putting their fucking foot down, finally.
We haven't been in an Airbnb since February, yet the same people continue to follow and stalk us. They know. They know what promises they've made. Where's the funding?
You know what? I love how she's making Xavier's dad pay her back for all the times that they've been in the Airbnbs and she's paid for it. But in reality, it was money that was just already given to her by her dad. It was like...
Why is my Airbnb account frozen? And why have I spent more than 40 or 50 calls to Airbnb, some of them live here, asking for explanation? If you guys go in my review section of the highlights, you could see I wrote Airbnb reviews. I have more than 20 all positive reviews, not a single negative review anywhere on Airbnb. Nowhere to be found. So these are people who are living with me and telling me, you're a great person to live with. You're independent, you clean up after yourself, you're respectful, you're kind, your kids are as well, because I brought my kids to 2 or 3 of the Airbnbs for just one night.
Oh, wow.
What is it going to take? And
like, when... like, not Mama Bear over here getting fucking, like, all defensive and territorial and, like, what? When did you keep your... When you kept who overnight in an Airbnb? When was this?
How many character witnesses need to be presented before someone makes sense of what has been done to me? And by what has been done to me, I mean how many times I've been robbed for cash, for electronics, for clothing, how many times I've been raped, how many times I've been beaten, bludgeoned, stabbed. Prior to 2019, I've never been the victim of any sort of violent abuse ever. Since 2019.
Wait, stop. See? This is where you get yourself all fucked up. Okay, y'all gonna have to rewind it if y'all want to with what she just said. So you didn't have any prior abuse, okay? Then that means if that's one of... well, one's a lie, Heather. If you just say you didn't have any prior abuse. So if that's true, if you did not have any prior abuse, then you were not, nothing happened at all before Dylan. No abuse whatsoever. So that means even if you were sent away to the school, there was no abuse there at the school. It sounds like you had a pretty good childhood growing up as well. Because that's just crazy. Like, you see, like, just listen. She be telling on herself. She be throwing in a little truce in there.
All of what I just said has occurred and much more. I've been unlawfully displaced from my home multiple times. I've gotten a new apartment, gotten a new lease. It's only a matter of weeks before they start fucking with me at my new location.
Because you don't pay.
What do I have to do? I've had a job since I was 14 years old.
You have to pay your rent, Heather. You got to pay your rent.
York Movie Theater, Roberto's Pizza, Noodles and Company, Quiznos, Gottlieb Hospital, Alexian Brothers Hospital, Northwestern Hospital. Factories. I couldn't even tell you how many factories. For the duration of my pregnancies while I was still in school, nursing school, trying to get into nursing school, but making it gen eds at Triton College, a community college. I worked 12-hour shifts while pregnant through all the staffing agencies in Melrose Park and Franklin Park and Elmwood Park. I've been bending over backwards, busting my ass for my entire life. Paying taxes so that if someone ever broke into my home or robbed me or beat me and I went to law enforcement, there would be policy and there would be order in receiving justice for those victimizations. Why am I not receiving justice for those victimizations? Why am I not receiving Marcy's Law, passed in 1991, that guarantees victims of violent crime restitution? Why can't I even get a call back? I called Will County State's Attorney as recently as 2 days ago. Not for the first time, or the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, or the sixth, or even the 10th. I've been doing this for 4 years, for no paycheck. If you have nothing nice to say to me, if you don't want to donate when I ask for assistance,
if you don't want to donate, just F off, okay? No. I know. Like I just said, you probably don't want to hear it, but you need to hear it. You put your shit out there, so I'm gonna help you.
If you are a person who in your life you've not found your passion, you don't know how to do business, you don't know how to social media market, you don't know how to create content, do me a favor. Just take it somewhere else, right? Go. I told you this before and last time. Go give yourself a pep talk in the mirror, and all the negative, nasty things you want to say to me or someone else, say them to yourself and see how they make you feel. And then reframe and think to yourself, why would I ever want to make anyone feel that way? I hope I never feel like that again. Because we're all fighting our own battles and our own demons and our own lives, and none of us need to go there with anyone else. It's so unnecessary. You want to tell someone to kill yourself? Why don't you do yourself a favor? Go to your mom's page. Go to your child's page. Type that message out. And before you hit send, imagine being your kid or your mom or your wife or your husband on the other end receiving and reading a message like that.
Well, if they go to that page, then...
And then if you still want to send it, just do me a favor and give me your real government ID, because we've got a special list of class acts that we'd like to add you to. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm not. I miss my children. It's been now 18 weeks since speaking with my youngest, Alexis, and it's been 8 days since I've spoken with my older daughter, Viviana. And I spoke with my son a little earlier. He was eating enchiladas verdes that my suegra made for him. Thank God for them. But they are not okay. They are living and surviving. And, thank God for family and friends who have stepped up, mostly the family members of my ex-husbands. But it's not enough. My kids don't deserve it, and I don't deserve it. If you're a lawyer, please send me a DM because I need help. So a lot of you guys don't know, but here I'm going to tell you my number one source of income right now is coming from you guys. And when I tell you what I receive from you guys...
Oh, shit. Thank you to everyone who has donated and sponsored my work in any way. I'm not a scammer, and I'm 1,000,000% employable. If you have work, please let me know. Besides GoPro Solo, I also have a bachelor's degree and many years experience in numerous fields, industries, and markets. Check out the bio section on this page for more.
It's about $100 a week. So thank you very much. And no, I've had a lot of accusations like you're getting $10,000 and scamming. I never scam. I'm always open and honest about what I use the money for. Right now, I've been trying to raise money because many people owe me money. And I'm being oppressed from earning my own. And I have things that you need for back to school. So I have 3 children, and I need to...
They've been back to school. They're gonna be on, do they get fall break still? Yes, they do. I had to think for a second. They're gonna be on fall break in, a month? They've been... What are you talking about? You don't need money for back to school. Stop. It's okay. It's okay. Admit it. You can't take care of your kids. But thankfully, the guys can, and their family can.
Handle back to school. I'm also 5 months pregnant, and I need maternity clothes. If you guys are looking to fund a project for GoPro Solo or help me out or sponsor my situation, follow the instructions on the next screen. Click on my Cash App link, and please send whatever you can. Anything helps. $2, $5.
Besides filing police reports, following up via email and phone, going into the state's attorney office, calling Xavier's bro, who works with the DA, calling state's attorney in other counties, applying to thousands of jobs, starting my own business, and trying to maintain as much of my mental health and stay connected with and supportive of my children. What haven't I thought of? I don't know, but I'm confused with, first of all, God bless the office if you did go inside there. because I know ain't nobody got the time or in the mood to be dealing with you. And how this now this is a third story, because first Xavier's brother was the DA, and then Xavier was the DA. That was hilarious. That made me laugh out loud. And then now it's Xavier's brother who works with the DA. Funny.
All right, you guys, any reasonable suggestions as to...
Bro, tell me, is that it? Oh my gosh. Okay. First I was about to say, tell me, like, that's not all their shit and all that, the cart and stuff, and then here comes Xavier.
What else I can be doing? I'm about to do a photo shoot right now, but we've called the state's attorney in Will County. We've left numerous, if not hundreds of messages with the state's attorney in Cook County. We're doing a photo shoot by the beach. I'm 5 months pregnant. What do you guys just...
Oh my gosh, they're at the beach. I'll take it back for y'all, and so we can hear it. But I thought that was like a building or something. Like, that's so crazy. I definitely didn't think they were at the beach.
Suggest we could do besides what we've already done?
Oh, I'm excited to see that though. Okay.
Guys, any reasonable suggestions as to what else I can be doing? I'm about to do a photo shoot right now, but we've called the state's attorney in Will County. We've left numerous, if not hundreds of messages with the state's attorney in Cook County. We're doing a photo shoot by the beach. I'm 5 months pregnant. What do you guys suggest we could do besides what we've already done?
Her face looks different. I wonder if that's why she, like, put all the wording, like, on her face. Did y'all see the cart? Like, no one, like, I mean, I already knew it, you know, that's another reason why y'all cause so much distraction is because y'all have that damn cart. Like, it really sticks out. And if that, it looks so trashy. It looks like just big ass thing of trash. I mean, I could see why someone would be like, can you, you know, move it? Nobody wants to see this. Especially if you're, like, in the nice or decent parts, you know, of downtown or in nicer areas. I don't know. I don't know where she'd be staying at. Alright. This is so crazy. I mean, this is a nice filter. You can definitely tell there's a filter on. If not, then good job, telephone. Cellular device. Did she, please tell me she didn't steal that stool. Was that stool, did the stool just hang out on the beach? Or did she bring it there for her prop? Did she, please, I hope she didn't steal it for it to be a prop. Hopefully it just kind of sits there, because it's, or maybe there's like something at the beach, you know, and just sitting, I don't know. I'm like so nosy, it's still bothering me. Like, I feel like I need you to do, what is it, like a 360? I need you to do, like, just turn around, all the way around. I need to see everything. Like, just do a circle so I can see it. Poor baby. I was going to say, that probably feels good, but then to the baby, it's probably like, what the fuck? How the fuck? What the... Because every time she's like, out, out. Oh, poor baby. I hope the baby can't feel anything like that. Again. Okay. Stretch it. What look at what is my life consist of? I'm sitting here on the steps watching Heather do stretches on the beach. Are you seriously mad because they're riding their bike on the beach? They're just ruining your photo shoot. She's so mean. Aren't people fab? She said, "Aren't people fabulous?" Like, I'm sorry, I forgot the beach belongs to you, Heather. Okay, first of all, Heather, if you're watching, please stop with your hashtags. It would be like pretty cool, like if you would just stop all the hashtags, because I've never like cared for them. But if I had to pick one, I would first plea for you to please don't. Will you please take off Mrs. Smith? Just take it out of your vocabulary. Take it off of your notes, of your hashtags and your phone. I don't want to see it anymore, and you are not Mrs. Smith. Please stop. And it's kind of like, it's really kind of irritating because I feel like I'm more excited to see the first. How am I, like, kids make me so, they be trying the hell out of me, but they really, really get to my feelings. They literally, every nerve, kids will work on every freaking nerve I have, from me freaking being so mad to so proud to so sad to so emotional to like right now. Like, I don't understand. Like, this is pretty much her first photo shoot since she's been pregnant, okay? She's even talked about, she even was just saying this. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Wow, that's kind of crazy. And this is your first one, and this, I think, is very fucked up, twisted, sick, and very disrespectful that you have hashtag Mrs. Smith. I'm not like too emotional, but stuff like that, it just bothers me. And it just, for one, all of this just kind of goes, it reminds us of, wait a second, like, why do you still have Mrs. Smith? Like, why are you, like, why you, she's like pretty much still tying herself to Dylan. Why are you doing that? You know, and then coming on here and then complaining. A lot of the stuff that she says about Dylan, I do believe. But I still don't understand why you're dogging on him, talking about him, saying he ruined your life because you think he has the ability to do that. And he did all this shit to you, but every freaking photo you got hashtag Mrs. Smith. Believe me, there's a few other ones I would love to talk to you about, but that one really irks my nerve because that's like why I there's nothing I would want to be reminding myself about any bad trauma or any bad experience or abuse that I had. And you, every time you post, put this up. Why are you tying yourself to something that was so corrupt and abusive? And like, it's you're not telling the full story. Like, and it's just really pissing me off. But what pisses me off the most is this isn't even about you. Like, it could be about you, but it's not about you. Right now, it's just about the baby. It could be about you and the baby, but I don't want it to be about you. It's just about the baby, because you don't care about the baby, so we don't care about you, okay? That's just how it's going to go. And you really pissed me off by putting Mrs. Smith on the first maternity photo shoot that you take. Like, how disrespectful. Like, not only to Xavier, but I'm talking about to the baby. And y'all can make fun of me all y'all fucking want, talking about the baby don't know because the baby's in the womb and the baby's a baby, but I don't give a fuck. It's the principle. You don't do that. That's some weird, twisted, nasty fucking shit. That's some fuck girl shit, bitch. Like, ugh. Oh, I was excited to see your pictures, but then just seeing that hashtag, it really pissed me off.
Beach mani-pedi followed by a photo shoot here at this dope-ass location. Let's get it.
Okay.
Okay, so again, I curated a photo shoot. I did. I thought up the entire thing. I set my belongings.
Bro, look how much stuff they have. You can tell they're like not even allowed right there because that gate is probably closed. Love when strangers approach me in a secret corner, clearly getting naked. Stop getting naked in public. There's always some shit popping off at GoPro Solo. You have to be able to handle the chaos between the piece if you want to join us. You can't sit here. Oh, man. And this is the kind of shit I mean when I say targeting, and they do shit like this numerous times a day, on and off over the last 4 years. Which part, Heather? I just can't even look at all this stuff that they have.
Here, no one comes here. It's out of season. I don't know these people. It's Xavier and I only, right? No one else is here. Within a literal, I don't know, less than 5 minutes of the time I start undressing my clothes and prepping for photo shoot, we're surrounded by an entire random family saying that they're gonna go here where we are. The whole fucking beach is empty, you guys, for miles. For miles. But here in the 10 feet area that I'm using to prep for my photo shoot, like, this is wild. Behind
oh, sabotage. Assassins.
The fucking scenes for real. The shoot is implied nudity. Who knows what that is?
Did she say implying nudity? I don't know. Oh, I can see her nip.
So it's gonna be pretty dope. Let's get it. I'm not doing any makeup for this shoot. You ready? You ready? My phone. I got it. Aren't people fabulous?
It's so sad that she has to. She still does like the timer stuff or like the video because she doesn't trust Xavier. I'm actually kind of irritated. I feel like I'm gonna take this personal for the baby. Okay. I feel like I'm just gonna say this is not the first maternity photo shoot and you're just like trying to have fun because you like put so much thought and effort into all these stupid fucking other photo shoots, like elements oh, earth, fire, water, like, and I cannot. And this is this is supposed to be your part of your maternity photo shoot. Like, I don't. This is what we get. I mean, I guess I was about to say, I guess this is just all about Heather. And then I see the caption, Heather Coco Senza. So I guess it's about all three of them. And it's not even about the baby. But then I see the emoji of a pregnant person. But it still ain't about the baby. Like, this precious, poor little baby. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, come on, we gotta wrap it up.